truth. That's the line to truth. The truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
What is up, YouTube? It's your boy, The Truth, back at it again with another video, and today we have a lot to talk about. Cam did another cringe thing we're going to get into, and as always, I am going to...
Get down like this!
So 1 month ago, I posted this video, Why is Cam's Kick So Uncreative? You can go watch it if you have not. In that video, I said this: Cam, you really want your channel to pop off? Why don't you go into Impossible Kicks and video it? I will send you an invoice for that idea, since you couldn't come up with it on your own. So then Cam posted this video yesterday. Cam, let me know if you need my Cash App. He actually butchered this video. It could have been so much better. He just is so uncreative. He should have gone in, maybe said, do you know who I am? I know Johnny Mac, or something like that. Instead, he did an extremely long cash out video where he videoed every single thing, and it was pretty boring. Before I get into my reaction video, I just wanted to say the Cam's Kicks vs. Common Hype video I did has 24,000 views, so thank you to everyone who has watched. Some people might not think that's a lot of views, but I have a very small channel. Let's compare the 24,000 views to Cam's latest videos. So we got 8K, 7K, 12K, 9K, 10K, 12K, 7K. So you guys get the picture. That's a dude with over 150,000 subs to my 500. Yes, you heard that correct. He has 150K and I have 500. All right, so let's start this off. Cam starts his video off talking about the whole situation that happened between him and Impossible Kicks. It's information he's already told us. For some reason, he wanted to tell us again. I swear I had to check and make sure I clicked on the right video. I was thinking, am I watching this video again? Like, I've already seen this. What's going on? Nope, Cam just wanted to take like 10 minutes to do all this over again and tell us a bunch of stuff we already knew. He did say a couple interesting things that I wanted to go over. So
at that point, I probably had around $30,000 to $50,000 a month in expenses and was only making around $10,000 to $15,000 in profit. So I was just like $10,000, $20,000 in the hole every single month, and it was just like, I can't keep going at this rate. I'm gonna go bankrupt within the next few months.
I like to say Cam's fan base is out of touch. No matter what he does or says, they always reply with, he's so successful, he's gonna open another store, this and that. Did you guys hear what he just said? Let's say it a little louder for the people in the back.
At that point, I probably had around $30,000 to $50,000 a month in expenses and was only making around $10,000 to $15,000 in profit. So I was just like $10,000, $20,000 in the hole every single month, and it was just like, I can't keep going at this rate. I'm gonna go bankrupt within the next few months.
So for all you weirdo Cam stans out there who are listening, that's out of Cam's mouth. This isn't me hating. This is what Cam said. He was losing $10,000 to $20,000 every month.
He was actually at that time then approached by a company called Impossible Kicks, which was this rapidly expanding company that just no one had really heard of, but they just kind of came out of nowhere. And a little background on them: apparently the CEO, his name is Johnny.
Y'all know where Cam got all his Impossible Kicks info. Yeah, that was for me about a month ago. It's on YouTube. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch it. So, no cap. His explanation video was 10.5 minutes of him basically telling us information he had already told us. He was going over it again, trying to explain himself. 10.5 minutes in is when he finally gets to Impossible Kicks in California. But before we get to that, Cam, in classic Cam fashion, really sticks his foot in his mouth. I'm going to go over that right now.
Ronnie was going to be managing a store in Michigan that somehow Kalen was going to be the assistant manager, I guess, and he's going to be the manager. So I guess it's cool. They're doing their own thing now. And
first off, you could hear it in his voice that he's jealous. He's mad that these people moved on and they're being successful without him. Second, notice how he says somehow Kaylin's assistant manager, he's so mad about that, and he laughs thinking like she doesn't have the qualifications or she can't do the job. Well, I think she is doing the job. I don't know if she's doing good or bad, but she's doing the job, Cam.
Danny's going to be in Miami, so that's where he currently is now. But yeah, I guess they're all working for Impossible Kicks now. Just crazy to think how I brought so many people opportunities and stuff. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It just comes with it. But it is crazy to think about that, like, a lot of these people would never have these opportunities presented in front of them, like, if it wasn't for me. But I don't know. I try to stay humble about it, and it's not the biggest deal. But so
he edits these videos himself. Does he not hear himself? Like, dude, you could have edited that out of the video. Of course, people are going to shit on you for saying they couldn't have a retail job if it wasn't for you. Like, do you understand? This is a basic job anybody can get. Cam, do you understand you don't need a PhD to sell shoes at a retail store? You don't even need your AA. This is a basic job anyone could get. You're saying that your employees were not good enough to get a job selling shoes, and it's only because of you that they got that job. Yes, you need some experience if you're going to get a managerial position, but come on, dude. Let's call it what it is. It's a retail position. Anybody could do that job. You're selling shoes. It's very basic, and you're like, oh, I'm trying to be humble, but everything they have is 'cause of me. I don't know how he thought that was going to go over, but I'm going to call you on it. That was pretty shitty, especially since you were just on a IG call with all of them a couple days before this video came out, and it seemed like you were all cool. And if I was them, I would felt shitted on, basically.
In investing in the business, and he wanted to make me an offer for basically to buy me out of my business and to start working for his company. So I never really wanted to go back to working for someone, but this was different, I felt like, just because it was within the same thing that I did, but I would just be doing it for someone else, and I could be making a lot of money from what I thought, because my business was failing, quite frankly, and I wanted to make a lot of money. So
you know why this is so funny when he says, I thought I could make a lot of money? Because obviously him and Johnny agreed on a salary. I don't know what that was, but Cam calculated that in his head, and he was like, cool, I'm going to be making some decent money. Then Cam got his first paycheck, and he saw the taxes were taken out of his check, and this little kid had no idea how much money he'd be making because he didn't know about taxes. It's like, come on, dude, you've been running a business for how long? Like, how do you not know? Depending where you're at, taxes are going to take 35% of your check easy. I guess maybe because he's been running his own business, he didn't realize how much taxes would be taken out of his check. But come on, like, you should have known.
I don't know, we did some more negotiating and stuff, and still there was no buy-in at all. But what we ended up agreeing on was that we would split the YouTube revenue 50-50. But yeah, still there would be no buy-in from my company at all. He wouldn't help me with any legal issues. I had asked him. He wouldn't help me with the leases that I was in. Pretty much nothing, just a small relocation bonus. But it's just different from what I had initially thought it would be like, because he said that he would be buying out my brand, buying out Cam's Kick. So it just sounded like so much more. The only thing that he really ended up buying was my inventory.
So here he gives us some info I don't think we've had before. He says Impossible Kicks and him, we're going to split the YouTube revenue 50-50, but Impossible Kicks didn't buy him out at all. All they did was purchase the inventory that Cam had in his store.
As I mentioned, I was off to the West Hartford location. I don't know, just the first day I started there, I just immediately regretted it, because it was just like I had worked so hard and built up this great business and this great brand over the last couple years, and just to sell it all for $45,000. Because keep in mind, people, from what I posted and stuff, people were thinking I sold out for hundreds of thousands or 2 or 3 million or something like that. Obviously, that's not the most logical thing. It doesn't make sense.
I remember reading some of the comments asking how much Cam got for his business. I remember people thought it was like 500K or $1 million. I hope those were all little kids under the age of 15, because if you're a grown person and you left one of those comments, I'd suggest you reevaluate your life, because Cam actually sold his business for $0. He says 40 grand, but that 40 grand was for his inventory. So he actually got rid of his business for nothing. And they actually took 50% of his YouTube revenue. So it was a horrible deal. To some of you who said, oh, Cam's a hustler, he's a great negotiator, he probably got the best deal. Well, Cam must have met his match, because the car salesman really got over on him. Now that we know some of the details and the numbers, Cam got a horrible deal, and I could see why he backed out of it. He also backed out because he doesn't seem to want to work a real shift. He thought like a normal shift was pushing it. Cam, if you think working retail 10 hours a day is a super long shift, and you said you want to be in the movie industry, well, I'm going to be the one to tell you, it looks like you worked an 18-hour day. That's pretty normal. I'd say most days are 12 hours and up when working in the movie and TV industry. So Cam posted this to his Instagram. He's been filming some type of movie. I'm waiting to hear more about this. I'm very curious about this. So anyways, 10.5 minutes into the video, after explaining himself and his Impossible Kicks deal once again, he finally posts up this Impossible Kicks video where he just goes in and sells them some shoes. It's no big deal. It's not entertaining. It's whatever. And we're going to stop the video here. If you have made it this far in the video and are not subscribed, please hit that sub button now. It really helps out the channel. So you know what it is. It has been your boy, The Truth, aka Paul Pierce, aka George Washington, because I cannot tell a lie. And I'm out.